Today's gonna be a pretty chill day. I'll probably just take it easy, enjoy the beach, maybe go swimming a little bit, but I want to start it off by evolving some Pokemon. First things first, lucky egg. It's my last one. Alright. One of the most common questions that I get asked is, should I power up my Pokemon or evolve it first? And the real answer is, it doesn't really matter in terms of maximum CP, but I suggest evolving first because there is another factor. I don't have enough candies to evolve all of these yet. Nidorina, not quite ready. I need 20 more candies for that, but Nidorino, I can evolve. I'm pretty excited about this one. I'm also going to be checking movesets to make sure I get something decent. Right now, we don't know how to predict what a Pokemon's moveset will be after it evolves, so personally, I don't spend Stardust on it until after it's fully evolved and I've confirmed that it has a good moveset. Fury Cutter, Mega Horn. It's okay. I think Fury Cutter, Earthquake is probably a better one. Oh, and you know what? Poison Jab, Earthquake is better. This is not good. Fury Cutter, Mega Horn is actually the worst moveset. The worst. The worst. Well, time to start over. At least I have this for now. He'll be good against Psychic types, sort of. Even though he's Poison type, he is also weak to Psychic. Use him against Grass types, but the only pure Grass type in first generation is Tangela. Bug also beats Dark. There's no Dark type Pokemon in first generation, so this is not a good Nidoking at all. When you're looking at a single Pokemon, its base stats and its IVs will never change. That's right guys, IVs do not change after evolving a Pokemon. So with that being the case, level is the only variable that you can actually manipulate to increase a Pokemon's CP. And that's exactly what happens when you power it up. Remember, each time you power up a Pokemon, it gains half a level. And that increase in level is what causes its CP to rise. Okay, here's one. I already have 2 Rhydons, but this Rhyhorn I caught yesterday, or hatched yesterday, and it has 100% perfect IVs. So if I can get a good moveset on this, I will be so stoked. Okay, I'm hoping for Mudslap, Stone Edge, or Mudslap, Earthquake. And it is Rock Smash, Stone Edge. It's okay. Third best moveset. Third best moveset with 100% IVs is okay. I mean, I'm definitely going to be using them. When I found out my Vaporeon had 100% perfect IVs, I spent a ton of Stardust powering it up. This was before the move changes, when it didn't matter what its charge move was, because Water Gun was so broken and it was the strongest move in the game. If I had evolved it after the move changes, I probably wouldn't have spent the Stardust on powering it up, because a Vaporeon with the perfect moveset, Water Gun and Hydro Pump, deals so much more damage than my Vaporeon. Even with only 80% perfect IVs, it would outperform mine by far. Psyduck, I can do this. I already have a Golduck. Its moveset is okay. It has Confusion Water Pump, Confusion Hydro Pump. I want Water Gun Hydro Pump. And this one has like 93% IVs. Let's see it. Confusion Psychic. I mean, at least they're both 2 moves of the same type. I can use them against Poison types. I can use them against Fighting. Okay. Now let me just walk you through how I choose to evolve and power up Pokemon. Personally, I don't evolve or power up anything with less than 80% perfect IVs. On top of that, I want to make sure the Pokemon's also at a decent level. I have an Execute that I've been holding on to for a long time. It has 91% perfect IVs, but it's only level 9 right now. And the reason I want one that's a higher level isn't because it's going to end up stronger. As long as they both have 91% perfect IVs, they're going to end up at the same maximum CP. The reason I want one that starts at a higher level is because it's going to cost me less Stardust to get it to max. I have this Crabby, low CP, I'm not going to evolve it. I'm going to wait for one with higher CP. Same with Execute. This one is super low CP, it's a really low level. If I were to hatch an Execute from an egg right now, it would be level 20. And to get this Execute to the same level would take at least 50,000 Stardust. So for me, it's just not worth it. I'm going to hold out, wait till I can get an Execute with good IVs and a higher level. I guess I need to go back to that nest and keep trying. Now if you don't care about having perfect stats, then don't worry about IVs. Just evolve the Pokemon that you have with the highest CP. That way you'll spend the least amount of Stardust to max it out. If you're even planning on doing that. Doduo, I have 2 Doduos and enough candies to evolve both of them. So let's hope for a good moveset on this first one, because this one has higher IVs. This is also a new entry in the Pokédex, so that's some extra experience. Steel Wing Aerial Ace is the worst possible moveset for Doduo. The worst. Okay, good thing I have 2. I should have evolved the bad one first. Although to be fair, we don't know that movesets are entirely random. There might be some combination of factors in that Doduo's data, IVs, prior moves, something that's determining what it gets after it evolves. But really it just seems random. Steel Wing, Air Cutter. Second worst moveset. What is going on today? There's a lot of myths surrounding CP multipliers and CP gain per level up that make the whole thing kind of confusing for some people, but I want to make it clear. If you have a level 20 Arcanine with the same base stats and the same IVs, it's going to have the same CP, regardless of whether you evolved it from a level 20 Growlithe, or you evolved it as a level 5 Growlithe and then powered it up to level 20. Well, I can evolve an Ekans. This one has really good IVs. Not that Arbok is really that great, but watch me get a perfect moveset on this one. Bite, Sludge Wave, second best moveset. Pikachu. Oh man, this is a big one. I missed that Raichu a couple weeks ago. I better get a good moveset on this. By the way, apparently all Raichus in Pokemon Go are female. Spark Brick Break, are you kidding me? I couldn't get Thunder. I couldn't even get Thunder Punch. Spark Brick Break is the second worst moveset for Raichu. Such a sad day for evolutions. I can evolve a Meowth. It's a Meowth with good IVs. Faint Attack, Night Slash. Poor moveset. Worst possible moveset. This is just the way it's going to be today. So when it comes down to it, IVs and moveset are both important, but it's hard to make your choice based on the numbers alone. There are other factors that come into play when you're choosing a moveset besides just raw damage per second. You have to consider things like type advantage and which kinds of Pokemon you'll be able to counter with those moves. Zubat, okay. I already have a Golbat, but that Golbat has the worst moveset. And if the trend continues, this one will have the worst moveset also. Wing Attack, Air Cutter. That's it. That's the best moveset. Although to be honest, with Golbat, you really just want to spam your primary attack regardless of what your moveset is, because all of its charge moves deal less damage per second than its fast attacks. Let's do this. Beedrill's gonna have super low CP just because it has poor stats to begin with. And like I've said before, I think CP needs a rework. I think stats need a rework in this game. Poison Jab, X Scissor. It's not great. It's number 4 on the list. Metapod. It's another new entry. Confusion, Signal Beam. 5th. Second worst moveset. I mean, I have 33 candies. It won't be too long before I can evolve another one. And I do have another Caterpie with good IVs. Guys, overall, pretty disappointing evolutions. I mean, I'm excited about the Rhydon. Moveset could have been better. Honestly, all the movesets could have been better. Aside from this Golbat. It's alright, just keep trying. I'm gonna go out and catch more Pokemon. Also, by the way, I'm using this spreadsheet still to check movesets. I do have a video about that. I'll put it right here as a suggested video, so if you want to learn about ideal movesets, click on that up there. Also, if you want to learn about IVs, I have a video about that. I'll put that here now. 2 suggested videos. Make sure you're picking the right one. What a disappointing string of evolutions. I mean, at least they did finally break 100 Pokemon in the Pokédex. So that's something. So just to sum it up, my requirement for evolving a Pokemon is that it has at least 80% perfect IVs. Once that's done, my requirement for actually spending Stardust on powering it up is that it has 80% perfect IVs and what I would consider a good moveset. I think this is going to be one of the most interesting conversations as Pokemon Go's metagame continues to develop, so I'd like to hear what you have to say about it. Go ahead and leave comments or hit me up on Twitter @TrainerTips, and let's talk about it. The reason I'm hatching all my eggs is because today I'm testing a theory. The theory is the Pokemon that you hatch from eggs are dependent on the location where you receive the egg. So what I'm going to do is clear out my inventory, head back to the Execute nest from 2 days ago, pick up 9 eggs there, and see if any of them will hatch into Executes.